Hello friends, I hope all of you are safe at home. This is a difficult situation as we all are under this COVID-19 pandemic. It will be good if we do something good for our environment. Let me introduce myself to you. I am Rahul. Today I am here to tell you about patch budding. So first of all, we should know what is budding. Budding is a type of asexual reproduction in which a new organism develops from a single bud with a repeated cell division in that place. There are different types of budding like tea budding, eye budding, chip budding, fruit budding, patch budding, orchid budding, etc. Here we will discuss about patch budding. Patch budding is done in species having thick bark. The thick bark makes tea and eye budding difficult to perform. The distinguishing feature of patch budding is that in patch budding we will cut a rectangular portion of bark from the scion and will incorporate into the similar shaped rootstock. Specialized devices like double-headed knives are used for making this specialized cut. Advantage of patch budding over grafting is that less scion material is required, then no tree seal is required, damage from wood bearing insects can be reduced, etc.
Hello everyone, I am Anil Naik. I hope everyone is safe at home. Be safe at home. I am going to give demonstration on patch budding. As Rahul already mentioned in introduction part, now I am going to tell about the timing when should we do patch budding and selection of scion. Then coming to the timing. Patch budding should be do when the bark can be easily removed from the wood. Based on climatic variations and limb size, the bark can slip easily from the middle of the March to April. The bark from smaller diameter wood may slip longer period compared to large scaffold limbs. It may slip up to October or November. However, the growth rate during this period is very slow. It may result in slower callus formation and poor budding. Then coming to the selection of scion. We have to select the scions which is having vigorous growth 1 to 2 years old. From that we have to take out pencil diameter thickness scions. After selection, we have to remove the leaves from the bud. Then we have to take out the buds and patch onto the rootstock early. Otherwise, it may lead to drying off. If the storage is required, we can keep in bucket of water. We have to keep in shade. Now I am inviting my friend Raisa to give demonstration on the process of patch.
So now we can see how budding can be done on plants. The materials that are required are first the rootstock. The rootstock can be of any variety of the same species. The main conditions of the rootstock is that it must be disease free and it should have good rooting ability. The next one we require is scion. The scion have the desired bud that we needed. And the next thing is plastic strips. This is used in order to tie the bud and the stalk union. The next is budding knives. Usually there are special type of knives that are used for budding. So due to the unavailability, here I am using a thermocutter knife. So now we can see how it can be done. So in patch budding, patch of skin is removed from the bark. So first we have to make 2 parallel vertical cuts around the desired bud. That is like this. And joining these parallel cuts, we have to make a horizontal cut. That is like this. And we have to carefully remove the bud from the bark. So care should be taken that the bud is not damaged. So this is the bud I have taken. A patch is removed like this. So now we can insert this patch into the roots. Now we can remove a similar patch from the rootstock also. So in similar way we have to make 2 vertical cuts, and joining the vertical cuts 2 horizontal cuts has to be made. So budding is done in the internodal region. So like this we have to remove a similar type of patch from the rootstock also. Now we can insert the bud into the rootstock. So the bud has inserted. So now by using this plastic strip we can tie both union. So while tying we should take care that we should tie from the lower region to the upper region. So while tying we should take care that the bud is not damaged, and we should hold firmly and we should tightly cover it. The budded portion should project outside. So after that we have to make a knot in the end. So now it's complete. See, the bud portion is projecting outside. So you should not cover the bud portion. So after 21 days it is successful. It starts developing.
Now you may be clear of how to do patch budding at home. In a brief, the patch budding can be done by a rectangular patch of bark containing a single bud taken from the scion and placed into a similar patch taken from the rootstock and tied with using a plastic strip, and make sure that the plastic strip not covered the bud portion. After patch budding, periodic observation is necessary to prevent from any disease or pest infestation. Generally, the patch budding can be done in trees or plants having thick barks. Even in rose plant we can do patch budding. But the success rate is more than 90%. The only disadvantage of patch budding is that the long time is needed to know whether it is success or not. Through patch budding, we can bring large number of varieties into a single plant. For example, in the case of rose, we can bring large number of flowers with different colors into a single rose plant, and thereby we can increase its ornamental value. Finally, all of you might have a belief that only skilled laborers can do grafting, budding, such techniques. But it is not so. It can be done by even an ordinary man sitting at home. This is the information we are trying to give through this video. If you are more interested in patch budding, please contact the phone number given below. At last, green is not something to buy. Green is a way of life. Think suitably and live sustainably, and make it, build it and grow it. Thank you.